YouTube, what is going on, man? It is your boy CodesEG. I have a little bit different of a YouTube video today. We're gonna go over the top free players that you can get in MUT right now that will make a difference in winning games for you in Madden 25. As always, man, like the video, sub to the channel, and hit that bell button so you're notified every time we drop a new video. Let me know down below the best free player you've used in Madden 25. I'll be giving a random commenter a $25 gift card once we hit 50 likes to whatever platform they're playing Madden 25 on. All right, I want to say 8 to 10 players that, when fully boosted up, make a great difference on the field. We're going to go through the season pass players first, the best ones to use. First being Martellus Bennett. A lot of people have used him. As you can see, he's 6'6", 275, an absolute beast. But when he's fully upgraded to the 91, he goes to 89 speed. He gets 84 strength, 87 agility. At the end of the end, he gets 85 run block. At the end of the day, he's a big body tight end who can make moves. He gets some good abilities as well. Slot apprentice, mid out, mid in, and he gets a lot of different chems: Dallas, New York, New England, Green Bay, and the Bears. In all honesty, for a free tight end, and if you're in need of a tight end, he is definitely a good pick to use. Again, he is pretty good at 90 as well, but the 91 is kind of a lot better. Let's be honest. He's 84 or 85 speed on the 90. He gets up to an 89 speed with the 91. That's kind of how they're doing it with a lot of these players. They're not really great until you fully boost them. The next one, however, is Kyle Vanderbosch. I use him as my right end, and he is an absolute dog. I have him at a 90 overall right now, but at 91, he goes to 87 speed, 87 strength. He has great agility. His acceleration is crazy at 94. His jumping is unreal. His tackle is unreal. His power moves goes up to a 91. His finesse moves goes up to an 87. His block shed goes up to a 92. As you can see, he's quite the monster. He gets Cardinals, Lions, and Titans chems. Obviously, Lions is a big theme team this year, and you can get him on the left end. He gets edge threat, El Toro, Bogo, no outsiders, inside stuff, enforcer. Some really good abilities for decently low. He gets tackle, supreme, edge threat, and extra pop as the X factors here. I will say I have him at a 90 right now, and he still makes a massive difference. He is very good. He's one of those guys that doesn't have to be a full-on 91 to be a substantial difference on your team. I use him at a 90. It makes sense. I am going to boost him to a 91, but as a season pass free player, he is a dog. The next one is Brian Dawkins, obviously a fan favorite. I'm going to be honest with Brian Dawkins. The only way you should be using him is when he's a 91. He is a bigger guy, can lay the boom, etc., but his speed is very lackluster at a 90. As you can see, at an 80 or at a 90, he only has 87 speed, especially with 92 speed wide receivers right now. He's a good, I would say, blitzer, a good, 3-4 guy, come down and make some running tackles, that type of thing. I wouldn't have him too much in pass coverage, but at a 91, he goes to 90 speed and 90 acceleration, which isn't bad at the end of the day. His zone coverage goes to 91. His man coverage goes to 79, which I know what you mean. It's not really amazing, but his hit power goes to 94, so he can definitely lay the boom. He gets some decent abilities. Obviously, deep in zone and pick artist would be the ones you would want on him. He gets them both for 2 AP, and then he gets deep zone for 2 AP, which you only need 2 tackles with him to unlock this, and it's 2 AP. So at the end of the day, it's pretty good. He gets Eagles and Denver chems. Both theme teams have a good amount of players to get the best out of Brian Dawkins, and he can also play free safety. I don't use him just because there's always new safeties that are coming into the game, so I don't use him per se, but I have played people that have used him. And he's kind of like a Walmart version of Cam Chancellor. The 90 overall Cam Chancellor we got, He's kind of the same player at 91, but Cam's a little faster and a little bigger. Levon Kirkland is good, but he's not making the list. Christian Okoye is the last free player from the season pass that is worth upgrading. Fullback is one of those positions that we don't usually get a lot of players for. He has Chiefs chems, which makes him extremely valuable. And when you need those 1 yards, he does have 89 speed. He does have 93 strength. He is a monster. And when it comes to run block, he is an 87 run blocker. I use him whenever I am getting blitzed and just destroyed on any blitz package versus my opponent. I usually use him in the backfield to block, and that blitz is gone. So he is definitely really good. And like I said, he gets Chiefs chems. For fullbacks, until, you know, there's 0 AP abilities, there's no point on putting actual abilities on him, but he does still get some good abilities. He can get jukebox, spin cycle. So if you're a tote the rock type of guy, this could be your dude. All righty. That is the season pass players. We're going to get into the next set of players here, and it is going to be the team captain. So team captains actually just got a massive boost. You can make them 91s now. There's only certain players that you can make 91s, and those are kind of the players we're going to hit on. Monte Teo is our first one, who is an absolute monster when you upgrade him to a 91 overall. So at a 91, he gets 90 speed. He gets 84, he gets 84 strength. He gets 85 agility. His acceleration goes to 94, which is insane. His awareness is great. His jumping goes all the way to 92. He does get some good zone as well, and play rec is good as well. As you can see, his zone goes to a 87, which is pretty good. Man coverage, pretty lackluster, but I've seen a lot of people use them. Obviously, there is a big chance for middle linebackers to come out in each promo, so I wouldn't say it's necessarily go get them. I don't use them personally. I use my team captain tokens on Pat Tillman, but he is definitely a dog. The big things with these team captains are the fact that you can get triple chems. So you can get any chemistry 3 times over, which is insane. So if you're running a double theme team, this definitely helps you. If you're running one theme team and have a couple of team captains, you're benefiting from this as well. So Monte Teo is definitely a guy who plays in a position that seems to be, when there's good players, is pretty expensive. So you can save your coins on that. My next one is Pat Tillman, who's an absolute monstrosity. I use him as a loop blitzer, and he just runs around the field, makes big plays. He has 91 speed. His strength goes up to a 92. He has good catching for the safety position, and then his agility is good as well. His zone coverage goes up to a 92, I believe. His man coverage goes up to an 85. His hip power goes all the way up to a 91. He has good press, so he is decent in coverage. He is a great user as well. And again, he gets the triple team chem. I use Tillman. I've seen a lot of people use Tillman. He is an absolute dog. One guy, if you kind of have all your pieces kind of filled up here, is Jason Elam. I know with kickers, sometimes it's hard to hit those deep kicks. Him fully upgraded has disgusting kick power. He has 90 kick powers. Kick accuracy goes to 84, which is kind of lackluster, but he can definitely bang. So if you want a player to kind of fill a position and get you some of those chems, this is definitely the guy to use those tokens on. He's a really good free player. And again, he's an absolute dog. My next couple are from the most feared promo. This is substantially for those that have used their this is for the people that used or might have not used, just have the guys lying around. So a lot of them were the 85s. So Kenneth Walker is definitely one of them. If you haven't upgraded him, but you have him and you want a good running back, he is nasty. Like I said, it doesn't take too much training to get him there. It was a lot cheaper with Fear, if I'm being honest. but he gets 89 speed. I have him on a Seahawks theme team, so he gets 90 speed, but his abilities are actually really good. Spin cycle, jukebox, bulldozer, grab and go, human joystick, armbar, wrecking ball, first one free, rack him up. He gets Seahawks theme team, and then he can still get any most feared chem. So if you're running a most feared theme team, which I know some of you are, he is definitely a good option at halfback. And then Divine Diablo, he is a beast. He already at an 86 has 87 speed. At a 90, he goes to an 89 speed, and you can get him up to a 90 speed. His acceleration is great. He's 6'3", so he's bigger. So if you run a 3-4, he definitely can help out with that. He gets Raiders chems, and again, his abilities are pretty good. He gets Lurker for 2 AP. He gets a lot of edge threat, no outsiders, those type of ones, and then he gets Unstoppable Force, Fearmonger, Reinforcement. The X factors are a little lackluster on these cards, but they are pretty good at the end of the day. The last one, if you haven't upgraded them, I use them, just takes away a position I don't need to buy anyone for, is Landon Dickerson. Again, when fully upgraded, goes to a 90 overall, and he is, no one can get past him. He's a dog. His strength isn't that great, but when it comes to blocking, he goes to a 90 block on pass and run, which is substantial, especially in a game that people love to blitz. Grady Jarrett is another one. It was a free player that you could have got. I do not think he is available anymore. He actually might be. Let me see here. Before I make, he actually might be available still. Okay, so you still have, you still have 56 days to actually get these cards and use them, which is crazy good. So, oh, wait, is it? Okay, so, yeah, so you can still get Grady Jarrett. So that's awesome. So if you need a good D tackle, he is a good run stopping D tackle. He is an absolute dog. You can still get all those free players if you want to save your coins. It takes a little bit of grinding, but those for Kenny Walker, it was win 3 season games, and I'm pretty sure they start at half. And then Grady Jarrett is 5 solo battles, and then Diablo. I don't think you can get Dickerson anymore because he was in the fear market, but Diablo you can get from the pass, and Walker and Jarrett you can get from playing those different game modes. The next one is one of the free players we actually just got in our new promo of Unstoppable Force. If you get him up all the way, you can do it by having him in your lineup, and also doing challenges, things like that. Doing the house rules can give you the energy to get him up to a 91. He goes to 91 speed. Marshawn Lattimore's always been a pretty good corner to have. He's 6 foot. He gets Washington chems, which is massive right now because Washington has a ton of theme team players. His coverage goes to 89 man and 87 zone, which is pretty good. Again, he is a good option for a free player. With corners, mostly you want to focus on acceleration and speed, and he has 91 in both, so he definitely can fit the bill, especially if you want a free player. And again, if you are running Commander's theme team, you can get him up to 92 speed. The other one is Calvin Ridley, who I'm not a big fan of him. He's 6'1", he has good height to him, but when you upgrade him fully, he does get 91 speed and does get 92 acceleration, which is pretty good. His change of direction goes to 89 as well, and he has a great juke move. The big thing with these guys too is they get the unstoppable X factors. So these unstoppable X factors, ankle breaker and rack 'em up. These two, once activated, stay on for the full game. He does get decent chems too, Jacksonville, Falcons, and Titans. So it's the same with Marshawn Lattimore as well. And then, so on Marshawn Lattimore, you get Unstoppable Bottleneck, which is crazy. You just have to force 3 incompletions online, and then he gets Unstoppable Pick Artist as well, and it's 3 incompletions online as well. And they stay on the whole game. The last one, I will say, free players that are actually worthwhile to have on your team. And the biggest reason he is still pretty good is his height. and his just measurements, I would say, is the free Gridiron Guardian. Kyle Hamilton is worth it. If you have him and he's not upgraded, I guarantee you have a lot of those cells packs. This is him fully upgraded right now with the 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 zone coverage, 6'4", 221. Like I said, he has a lot of speed, and he gets pick artist out my way. Doesn't really get great abilities, but you're basically using him in more of a slot to cover those seam routes, to cover those corner routes, because he has the height to make plays. Those are probably the top free players to use right now. Obviously, if you have the Itsdom Sue, I had him at corner. I absolutely hated him. Let me know down below which one you chose. His D tackle is an absolute beast. And also let me know down below if I'm missing any free players that you're still using today that make a substantial difference. But these are the free players that I think can still be viable options in Madden 25, which will help you save some coins so you can buy those big time players when they drop. As always, man, like the video, sub to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell button. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!